everybody. Happy Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. So I'm Miss Rachel from the Morristown and Morris Township Library, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a couple of easy at-home Star Wars crafts for Star Wars Day. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this cute little Baby Yoda puppet. And stick your hand in. There he is. And then after that, I'm going to show you guys how to make a slightly harder regular Yoda puppet. So let's put our sample Baby Yoda off to the side and let me show you what you'll need. So first off, you'll need a brown paper bag. Hopefully you have one of these at home. If not, you can just use brown paper, cut into a rectangle shape, and just make a decoration instead of a puppet. So that's our paper bag that we'll need. Next, I've made some templates for you. I'll put the link in the description. So here is the template for Baby Yoda, and you can see it's got his face, it's got his ears, and it's got 2 inner ears. And now you can print these out at home. If you want to, you can just print them on white paper and color them the proper colors, or you can do what I did and use them as stencils to cut out construction paper in the right shapes and then draw the details on Baby Yoda's face yourself. So I'm going to put that template down and pull out my Baby Yoda pieces. And of course, either way, you'll need scissors to cut out your Yoda pieces. You might need crayons or markers or colored pencils or whatever you have at home to color. And you'll need glue or tape. So I've got my pieces pre-cut so that I can show you. So we've got 2 ears. We've got 2 inner ears, they're pink. We've got, I cut out Baby Yoda's eyes separately so that the shiny parts would still be white. And here's Baby Yoda's face, and I've already drawn the details on it in marker so that I have it ready to show you. So first, we're going to get Baby Yoda's ears together. So I'm going to take my glue stick. There we go. And put some glue on the back of his pink inner ears. And then stick them on. And we've got 1 Baby Yoda ear. I'm going to do the same thing with the second one. So I'm going to make sure that's the right side. We want the wide part of the inner ear to line up with this round wide curve over here of the outer ear. So I'm going to flip that over, get some glue on it. And stick it on just like I did with the other one. So now we've got 2 Baby Yoda ears. So our next step is we're going to glue Baby Yoda's ears onto the paper bag. So I'm going to take my glue. I'm going to put some glue on the side of the paper bag. I'm going to stick the ear on. And already, here's a trick. If you want your Baby Yoda to look happier, you can tilt his ears up. On my my sample, I accidentally made him look a little sad. His ears are tilted down. And then I'm going to glue the other ear on the same way. I'm going to put some glue on the side of what the bottom of the paper bag would be. And stick that ear on. And don't want to make this Baby Yoda sad, so. And there we go. Now his or her or their ears are on. So next, we're going to take the face, flip it over, get some glue on it so it's nice and sticky. And then pick it up and line it right up with that rectangle that would be the bottom of the paper bag. So there we go. We're almost done. Now we're just going to glue his eyes. Oops. So he's got two eyes, and the white shinies are going to go on towards the outsides of his face. So we're going to flip them over, put and glue them on. So there's one eye. Not sticking. There we go. Okay, there's one eye. And now we're going to do the other. Now, I drew the details on my Baby Yoda face ahead of time so that it would be all ready to show you guys. But you guys can glue his eyes on first and then draw the rest of the details on. So here's our Baby Yoda. And if you want to, you can add some details to the rest of the bag to make it look like his clothing. So I'm going to take one of my crayons here. Yes, these are crayons. And I'm going to draw the little cowl neck that he's got on his robe and add some sort of rounded pieces because it's a fluffy cowl neck, right? And I'm going to draw the seam on his robe and some lines for stitches there. So there we go. We've made a Baby Yoda. Now we're going to put him to the side because I promised you guys a big Yoda too. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a sample Big Yoda to show you guys because I didn't have enough paper bags at home. So we're going to see what he comes out like as we go. And just like for the child or Baby Yoda, I've made a nice template for you guys that you can print out and use. And just like for the child or Baby Yoda, whatever you want to call him, them, her, you can print this out on white paper and color it in, or you can also still print this out on white paper and then use it as a template to cut out colored construction paper and draw the details on later. So this is the template. I'll put a link to it as well. And so we're going to start out the same way. We're going to get our paper bag out and put it with the rectangle side up. And let's take a look at our pieces. So we've got 2 ears, just like for Baby Yoda, but Yoda's ears aren't pink on the inside because he's older, so he doesn't have any inner ear pieces. It's a little easier. We've got Yoda's face, and I did the same thing for him that I did with the child, and did his eyes separately. There we go. I did his eyes separately so that the white pieces would show up still white. And we've got pieces for his robes. And if you want to, you can give your Yoda a lightsaber. That's Yoda's lightsaber hilt. So the first thing we're gonna do, just like for Baby Yoda, is we're gonna glue Yoda's ears on. So I'm gonna put some glue on the side of my paper lunch bag and stick his ear on. And we want the curvy part of his ear to be on the bottom. That's the bottom of his ear. I'm gonna stick his other ear on. And you want to try and put it so that the drawn inner ears are past the line of where the paper bag is, because his face is going to go over these ears, just like Baby Yoda's face did. And that's what we're going to do next. We're going to take his face and we're going to glue it on. So I think it's easier if we put the glue on the back of his head. And Yoda's head goes a little over the top of the paper bag. So we don't need to put glue there, but we do need to put glue on the straight line where the top of that paper bag rectangle is. So that's nice and gluey. I'm gonna stick it on. And we're doing great so far. So the next step, we push his head down nice and firm, is to glue his eyes on. And I did the same thing for Big Yoda that I did for Baby Yoda, and I drew all the details on ahead of time, but you can glue his eyes on first and then draw the details if you're drawing details. So I've got one eye on. And then the other. And look at that. We've got a Yoda head. So now we got to give him some clothes, right? So Yoda's inner robes are brown, just like the bag. He's got an outer robe that's a little lighter. So we're gonna glue our strips on so they're at the edges of the paper bag. And they do go under his head too. So we're gonna put the glue on the strips. I had some nice off-white or a beige paper to use for this. And I'm gonna lift up his head. Show you guys. I'm gonna lift up his head because the strips are measured for the full length of the paper bag. So I lift up his head and put them all the way to the edge and then press them down so they stick. And we're going to do the same thing with the other side. So there we go. We're going to, again, move it all the way up to the edge. Stick it on. And now, if you're going to give Yoda a lightsaber, he needs a belt to hang it from, right? So I'm going to draw a belt on him with my brown crayon. Color that in real quick. Nope, looks like his head didn't stick properly, so I'm going to fix that up. There we go. And last but not least, we're going to put his lightsaber on. So his lightsaber is going to hang by the part that he would hold. If it was on, the blade would come out of here. So I'm going to flip the lightsaber over, get some glue on it, and put it down. And actually, if you want to really go for some accuracy, you can put his lightsaber partly underneath his robe. So that's what I'm going to do since my piece is not dry yet. So I'm going to put that down like that. Press the lightsaber down and then press the robe back over it. So there we go. Now we have a Yoda, and let me get my hand in and see what he looks like. There we go. And if you want to, you can also color the inner part of his ears with a darker green. So I'm going to pull out my green crayon and do that. There we go. And that's optional. You can do as much or as little as you want. So there we go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And we had some great helpers here. We have Anakin and R2-D2 and Ahsoka. And you know who else we have here? You know who I hear coming? It's Chewbacca. Let's find out what he thinks of our project. I think he loves it. All right. Happy Star Wars Day, everybody, and may the Force be with you.